The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions offense will get first crack at it here. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? Keep them in check.
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win, so it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Fleming. Breaks into the open. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Quick completion on the out. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. After the first down completion, it's second and short. Now the play fake. Still looking on the move. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Strong. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Give to the running back. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? It comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the ground, it's Hayes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Northwestern's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game, Jesse? Make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early.
There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And he muffs it. It's loose.
How about the turn of events there? You're going to go play defense. You didn't even have the football anymore, but what do? You scoop it up. You almost put the ball in the end zone. You go inside the 10 and set your offense up. What a momentum swing.
A first down run on the doorstep. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Bringing the heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the here and let the result of that play stand. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He splits the upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Give him touchdown, Nittany Lions. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Right back to him on the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. It'll be 3rd and long.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking the...
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Backed up now, here's second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Caught in the backfield, it's Duke. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Pocket breaking down. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. QB draw. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quick spin on the ride. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Duke. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Touchdown, Wildcats. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Skips away from pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That's caught. It's Denmark. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Looking downfield on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Rush is on him. He's going to take off. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Sends it downfield. He's got it along the sideline. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking for a big play. The pass is incomplete and the clock. With 5 seconds left.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard.
Lofts one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw at St. Clair. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Got it behind the line. It's Farrell. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on second down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Takes the handoff. It's Duke. Finds a little space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how about this young fella? They're just slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And this one is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 10 over Ohio State.
Off play action on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the move, he fires. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Got a man. It's Denmark. Makes the... Almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Muscling ahead on third and short. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Look out, he's got room. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Nittany Lions are on the move. They're going to run it. And this... He stopped for no gain.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering. It would be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. It's a fumble on the play. Defense trying to take it back.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Fires left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. They want to run this quarterback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
They'll line up for a second down play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Now on the return. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Great place to start for this offense. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. That's caught, it's Saunders.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
To the ground with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the Wildcats backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for space. It's Reeder. Very useful run there to get away from the goal up 4 out to the 6. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback may change this route. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Saunders. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Working that wide receiver screen.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On target to the left. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabs it in the middle. There he goes. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. This is a designed run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you said productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. He's in open space downfield. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious.
Breaks into the open. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. Caught behind the line. It's strong. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably... Oh, they want the 2, and the holder's going to try to throw it. They wrap him up, and boy, that comes when the defense needed it the most.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers.